What's up, guys? It's your boy, Brahma Gandhi. Back with some more Choices is Yours, and the sun went out. And when we left off, the sun went out again. Dolores threatened to fire me. And um, we're now flying to Italy, and we're going the wrong way, supposedly. And I'm gonna ask a flight attendant. So, Flip moaned in terror. He's a, kid we met. For a moment, I thought he was going to be sick. I pushed the button for a flight attendant, and when a harassed-looking man came to see what was wrong, I told him Modi's concern. It's weather, he said heavily. Sometimes when you fly in the sky, there are clouds. Sometimes clouds have weather in them. Perhaps your watch could teach you the meaning of come alone. What? Colononibus. I don't know. Instead of bothering other passengers. Man, I will take this seatbelt off and I will beat you. I will. I am not a watch. You are rude. You damn right he rude. He turned his back, asking Flip if he'd like a glass of water. Modi, I hissed urgently, please be quiet. What? Why is he angry? Shall I run a mathematical simulation of the events that led us here? Sure, I muttered. Whatever. What? The flight attendant was called elsewhere and Flip didn't look any better. Time to try some tough love. Some tough love. Snap out of it, Flip, I said. You're healthy and traveling from one warm country to another. 80% of the world's population is in more danger than you right now. Oh no, he said, his eyes widening even further. I left Mom skiing in the mountains, and she's asthmatic. Why would an asthmatic go on a skiing holiday? I burst out. What? Flip burst out laughing. Don't worry, he said. It's a bad time now, certainly, he waved at the closed shutters, but I know it's going to be fine. Really, I said, how? I mean, I'm sure you're right. He nodded, visibly calming. It's all about human arrogance and knowledge and things like that. We need to stop it. I had a bad feeling I knew where this was going. There's this man, he said, almost sighing with delight. He's willing to make the hard choices and save the world. Go on, I said, almost choking on the words. His name's Victor Santiago. Ah! Victor Santiago is his name, said Flip, leaning across the aisles earnestly. You seem tough. You should join him. I bet you have what it takes. I felt tears welling in my eyes. To do what exactly? Flip's voice softened. To sacrifice someone to save the rest. My stomach turned over, but I schooled my expression into polite interest. Where did you hear about all this? Oh, everywhere, he said cheerfully. It was hard to accept at first, but now it all makes sense. I can't believe you haven't heard about it already. He gave me the thoughtful looking over of a teenager trying to figure out if I was too old to know anything at all. Actually, I said, I've known all about Santiago for some time. Really? He said, glowing with enthusiasm. Please tell me you're not dumb enough to follow that psychopath. Flip's face shut like a slammed door. I'm sorry to offend you, I said, but Santiago is bad news. I know that better than most. You're an enemy, he said, shrinking back in his seat as if I was diseased. Don't stay in Rome or you'll be one of the first to go. My blood turned to ice. What do you mean? Teacher, I have finished designing and running the flight simulation program. Not now, Modi. Whatever. You're gonna... Oh! Huh! Oh! He updated again! What? You you're gonna give me some attitude now. Good day, huh?
Man, good day, huh? Good day, good fucking day to you!
Whatever. Flip, I said urgently. What do you know about Santiago's plans? Our plane is going to crash. Oh, Jesus.
Roger, November 9 Charlie Echo. What is your status? God help us.
What? Said Flip to Modi, turning green. He wasn't the only one who heard it, Modi. Our plane is going to crash. Stop saying it! Stop saying it! Stop! 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 Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Shut up! Modi, turn your speaker off! I was too late. The plane erupted in screams and desperate phone calls. No! Modi, I said sharply. What do you mean? How can you be certain? I gathered astronomical, photographic, and psychological data. The chance of a crash is 74%. Psychological, I said, knowing I was clutching at straws. Likelihood of pilots to compensate correctly for the lack of accurate data from the instruments. I jabbed at the button for the flight attendant and shoved up the shutters on my window. The lights of Rome were rapidly growing larger, a bloom of bioluminescent bacteria in a black pool. The likelihood of crash is now 87. Oh no 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 no. What? 94%. Oh, Jesus Christ! No, this is my worst fear. No, this is my fear right here. No. No, I can't. No, 94%. No. No. No, no, no. We were approaching the ground too quickly. Speakers on, I said, full volume, brace position. Modi spoke in loud Italian and French and other languages I didn't know. I flicked off the flight attendant button, hoping the attendant was strapping himself in. Everyone, brace position. Oh, good Lord. I folded my arms on the back of the seat in front and tucked in my head, my ears popping with the fast descent. Modi, if I die, tell Dolores and Etienne and Ron to keep themselves safe. Yes, teacher. Oh, God. There's no death in my future, but they didn't say nothing about mortal injuries. Oh, Jesus Christ, no. I love you, teacher. I know you do, motherfucker, even though you give me a bunch of... Flip screamed in horror. You traitorous bitch. Rome grew larger, a glimmering monster luring us to our deaths. No! No! The plane smashed into the ground, reverberating through my feet and knees and back. Flip's scream cut off. No, Flip is dead. Flip's dead. He's gotta be dead. He's just dead. Metal screeched on the runway and the plane was knocked sideways, still going far too fast. I blacked out for a moment and woke coughing on thick black smoke. We weren't moving anymore. Nothing and no one was moving. I'm a Flip, man. Modi should be fine. As far as I could tell from the cursory glance, nothing was broken. I tried to speak, but my tongue felt 3 sizes too large and all I did was moan. I wasn't the only one. The plane became the coherent halls to a symphony of pain. Oh, help me, someone whispered. No, said a man's voice. No, 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 no. Oh, my leg is stuck. Someone help me. My leg is stuck. Oh, fuck. Teacher, you have no major injury. Why are you smiling? You sick, sadistic sadomasochist. Flip, I said. Oh, good God. There's a bus outside. I cannot take any measurements from here, but Mr. Flip appears largely unharmed. Okay. Whoa, said Flip. I should have taken a video of that. It was so badass. People are in pain. Some people could be dead. What do you mean? Are you alright? I asked him, struggling to unclip my seatbelt with shaking hands. Fine, he said. I've had worse falls from the parallel bars. What? He undid his seatbelt but didn't stand. He was looking past me out the window. I turned and saw flames outside and far too much debris and fire for just one plane crash. Did everybody crash? Oh no, I said. As I watched, a third plane came in and to land, flying so crooked that its wing hit the ground first. Oh no. Oh no. No. Oh hell no. Everyone's crashing. It scraped along the ground, shimmying like a beginner belly dancer before it flipped over on its route, still sliding across the tarmac, sending up clouds of black smoke. Oh no. It was only a couple of miles away, but it was far enough that the whole crash was silent like a movie with broken sound. Those planes have flown a shorter distance than ours. It is likely they contain more fuel. Oh, I said, realizing Bodhi was warning me of the possibility of larger fires and explosions. Hijack a vehicle? Okay. We have less fuel, okay? I believe Sharon was on a different plane. Flip, are you sure you're alright? I asked. Sick, he said with a grin. Does that mean good? I asked. Sure, he said, getting up. We're on the ground now, aren't we? Obviously, I'll be swimming home rather than getting on another aerial death trap. Can you help evacuate this plane? I asked. I'm going to check on the others. He shrugged. Sure, my phone has a first aid app. It'll use it to figure out who should be moved until the emergency crew, who shouldn't be moved until the emergency crew get on board. Thank you, I said, and headed for the nearest functioning emergency exit, a slide. Bodhi! Now is not the time to be all Now's not the time. I picked myself up from the tarmac and glanced back to see Flip with a child in his lap, ready to slide down together as his parents waited next to me, almost buried in their kids' luggage. Flip was grinning, thrilled to be the hero. I quite liked being the hero myself, assuming I didn't get blown up. An airport employee was already steering a motorized set of stairs towards our plane, and I heard ambulance sirens. I couldn't see the ambulances through the smoke, so I assumed the stairs had been cleared sooner than the outside vehicles. I stepped out onto the stairs, swapping places with the controller, who had a first aid kit. She gave me only the briefest gaze, being much more focused on the seriously wounded people inside than on me. It was the easiest thing in the world to take over the controls and head for the plane that most needed to be evacuated. Get the people out. Nah, get in there. Get them out. I saw one of the emergency exits swing open on the upside-down plane, and I headed for it. Two flight attendants struggled to wedge it open. The portable stairs didn't match up well with the emergency exit, particularly with my inexpert steering, but it was better than leaving the passengers to take a flying leap all the way to the ground. I held out my arms, but the attendants refused to step off the plane. Instead, they started unloading passengers, one agonizing jump at a time. Almost everyone was bleeding from the head due to the dropping or being cut from their upside-down seats. Soon the attendants were flagging, stumbling on their feet and struggling to support the people crossing the gap between the plane and my stairs. I caught a glimpse of flames inside the cabin. How many more? I asked. The attendant closest to me shook his head. For the first time, I saw the clean tear tracks running through the soot on his face. Non paso, he said. Tropa! I didn't need to speak Italian to understand that things were bad. I jumped, landing half inside the plane and scrambling onward past the brave attendants. It was bad. I started coughing right away and pulled up my shirt to cover my nose and mouth. Inside the plane felt like a Michael Bay film based on Dante's Inferno. God dang it. I could barely see, except when the smoke gusted. That was worse, because then I could see the flames. Moaning and screaming echoed from all directions. It was impossible to sort out who needed to get out first. I did the only thing I could. I groped towards the loudest human sound, and when I found a person, I helped them back to the emergency exit. Then I found the next person, and the next. I glanced out the window and saw emergency staff waiting below. They were probably not permitted to enter a burning plane. Only a moron would spend time in a burning plane when they didn't have to. I giggled at the thought, then rubbed my forehead. Yeah, I shouldn't be in here. The smoke was giving me a headache. Teacher, you are suffering from smoke inhalation. Oh no. Uh-oh. So is everyone. I'll leave when the plane's empty. So is everyone. I'll leave when the plane is empty. I struggled through the smoke and realized I'd forgotten what I was doing. That was officially bad. Oh god, trying to breathe was a real hassle. That reminded me I had to get outside. I swiped at the air, trying to push the smoke away. It stunk of melting plastic and burnt hair. Maybe the hair was me. Modi, I said, Teacher, get out now. Don't you raise your voice at me. I can't remember how. I said, Uh-oh. Modi turned his speaker to maximum volume and started yelling in Italian. I wondered if Modi was swearing at me. That didn't seem nice. With that thought, I passed out. Oh no, I passed out. I woke up in a hospital bed, clean and safe, but unable to remember what country I was in. It seemed Modi had summoned help. Call Sharon or call Dolores? Call Sharon. I want to see if she's alright. She answered right away. I see you haven't burnt to a crisp. Excellent. Thanks. Where are you right now? Actually, I don't know, I admitted. Wait, Rome! I'm in Rome. There was a long silence. Could you possibly be more specific? No, I can't, because it took me a while just to know that I was in Rome. I'm in a hospital, I said, but I only just woke up. Okay, she said, I'll talk to you again soon. With that, she hung up. Might as well call Dolores. At that moment, Sharon threw aside the hospital curtain around my bed. Miss me? Ron, I said, feeling more confused than ever. Poor Possum, she said. You look terrible. Hey, Petrus, come on in. Who's Petrus? Or Petrus, whatever. A dark-skinned man waltzed in, looked as pleased to see me as Sharon herself. I'm so sorry, I said. Who are you? Petrus, he announced, and shook my hand vigorously. Hey, I just got out of a burning plane. Don't... Calm down. That super famous Indonesian scientist guy, Sharon said to me. He's going to help us find your missing astronaut. Oh, I said. Good? Yes, he replied happily. Now that we three are together, we can solve this mystery and bring back the sun. Don't you agree? I think I need to pass out some more. Honestly, I probably do. Poor Possum's exhausted, said Sharon. Let's go eat some gelato. Ooh, said Beatrice. Lead on. Why are you so happy right now? They waved at me, linked arms, and waltzed away. They linked arms. Petrus is trying to take Sharon away from me. You don't touch her. I looked at the ceiling, wondering if I'd dreamed the entire encounter. A nurse came in backwards, dragging a tray of medical tools. Hello there, she said in a gorgeous Italian accent. I'll just run some tests if that's all right with you. Of course, I said, pushing myself into a sitting position. Thank you, Grazie? She laughed delightedly. Prego, she replied, and slipped a blood pressure cuff onto my arm. I smiled up at her. Right into her gold. God! Ah! 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 No! No, no, now is not the time. 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 No! Now is not the time! No! No, 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 no! No, not now! Not now, not today! No! No, 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 no! 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 No, not right now. No! Confront her about the murderer, Victor Santiago. Compliment her eyes and see what she says. Oh. Compliment her eyes and see what she says. What lovely golden eyes you have, I said, feeling like the big bad wolf gone wrong. Wronger. Thank you, she said. They're contact lenses, of course. I couldn't afford the surgery, so I'd have done that. Oh, I said. Have you joined the 100-day group? The what? She asked. I felt relieved for one glorious moment. Is it something to do with Victor Santiago? She asked. Because if so, then it's all part of a difficult, necessary cleansing process. Cleansing? I said stupidly. She nodded. So the sun comes back. Of course, I said brightly. Cleansing. Must have hit my head or something. Very important thing. Cleansing. She said, taking a second look at my chart. Sorry, Dopey. I better rest some more. Oh God, something's gonna happen. She rearranged my pillows without meeting my eye. I suddenly felt incredibly vulnerable. Oh God. If you like, she said with studied casualness, I could get a pair of golden contact lenses for you too. They're buying them in bulk at the chemist now. Oh, I said, hoping my acting was better than hers. That would be great, thank you. She sniffed and continued on her rounds. Teacher, why did you lie to your nurse? Because that bitch is part of the 100th day. She's part of the murderers. It is important to speak honestly to medical professionals. Not this time, Modi, I said, wondering what had happened to my underwear. Oh, no. They pulled out my dick. Uh-oh. 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 Sharon. 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 You better not have seen nothing. I don't want you to see it yet. Yet. Oh, God. Did they have to? I don't think they had to. I don't think they... Unless I was injured very, very close to that area, they wouldn't really have to. I don't... Huh? Do they? I've never been in a hospital. Like, I've never been put in the freaking, the beds for, like, more than one day. Okay, so I don't know. But I don't think that they do that. Unless you have an injury down there. In the land down under. I stood carefully and started looking around the room for my things. Why? My hands closed on the strap of my bag and I drew it out of the cupboard with a sigh of relief. Nothing was missing. Modi, I'm concerned that Santiago's influence is growing faster and his violence is about to get a lot worse. Right now, anyone allied with him is likely to be extremely dangerous. How will you receive adequate medical treatment? Excellent question, Modi. I drew back the curtains by habit before remembering that there was nothing but darkness outside. I shut them again and drew the privacy curtain around my bed for good measure. The hospital wasn't safe anymore. Nowhere was. Oh, hell no. I'm gonna call Sharon and Peaches to help me get out because, look, I'm gonna probably get captured again if I do this myself. Modi, I said in a low voice, please let Ron know I might need help getting out of here safely. Yes, teacher. I got back into bed and spent some time tracking Santiago's exploding popularity. We really, really needed the sun back. It was immediately clear that Santiago was expanding the fields of people he considered worthy to die. It used to be the most brilliant and innovative minds on Earth. Now, as far as I could tell, it was anyone he didn't like. Oh, fuck, I'm on that list. Fuck. Okay, I need to get up to the next choice. Because I need to cut this again. Teacher, I do not want you to meet Mr. Victor again. If he sees you, he will kill you. I know he will. I won't let him. And that's going to be the end of this video. So, I'm going to see you guys in the next one. And, bye.